to meet you, Morgan. So this is your workplace.
Yes, it is. It's one of our many. My name is Morgan Eddy with Steele Foundation. We help to design and build the underpinning and shoring work for the Howard Theater. We deal with steel all the time. This particular case here, this was an existing column, and we had to dig down 15 feet below it. So to facilitate that, we needed to install micropiles. We have these existing beams in the way. The existing ground was only about 2 feet below where I'm standing, so we only had about 10 foot of clearance to get a drill rig in here to actually drill the micropile in. This is where we start using these real specialized drill rigs that can get into these tight spaces.
Is it noisy like this all day?
All day, all day. Noise means money, so that's a good thing.
Now we're below grade, and you have some handiwork down here that can't really be seen, but it's important.
Yeah, we're standing underneath the stage area right now, and there's two walls behind me and in front of me that are supporting the interior wall above. You can't see our work now, but we have micropiles underneath that wall. Those micropiles are supporting the new structure as well as the existing structure. These were used as well as temporary elements too. We were first shoring up the wall up high. We used those micropiles. Once the new foundation was poured, they attached those new foundations to our micropiles. So you can't see them anymore, but they're still keeping the structure stable.
Now you're familiar with working with masonry walls. What was it like to work with these?
Well, these are some heavy walls. These guys go up about 40 to 50 feet on this side and up to almost 60 feet or more on the other side of the job. Originally, the ground was just several feet below where I'm standing, and so what we had to do is pick these guys up. We first started by drilling micropiles on each side of the wall. We extended those piles down beneath the new excavation. Then we pocketed holes in the wall. I think you can see one right around in here. There's another one right here. Another one here. So what we did was put a piece of steel on top of the micropiles, then pocket through the wall, pick up the wall, and that allowed for then, at that point, to dig beneath the wall. And then these walls were sitting on the steel frame, which has been sitting on the micropile.
Well, it looks pretty stable.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely stable now. With those micropiles, we actually used them both as a temporary shoring device, as well as the new foundation, which is 15 feet below us, is attached to those micropiles as well. So they were used from temporary to permanent, and so they're still being used today.
How old do you think this masonry is?
This is back from 1910 or so. When the original structure was built, I guess, beginning of the century. So they've been around for a long time, and they should be around for another 100 years.
What did it take to preserve these beautiful columns here?
Well, it was a little challenging, but what we did was install 3 to 4 micropiles around each of these columns. Then we used steel shoring to connect to the columns as well as the loads that tied into the columns. Pick all that up, put it on the micropiles, and then they were able to dig underneath these things. We've got a lot of loads here and historic structure that can't move. So once we tested the micropiles out back, we were really confident that they could take these loads. At the end of the day, we got great pictures of these things.
A lot of load off your shoulders.
A lot of load off our shoulders once this concrete structure got in here, that's for sure.
All right, well, it looks great. What's it feel like to work in a space that's so historic, with so many different materials and different people, and try to pull it all together?
Well, it really makes you bring your A game, because you got a lot of really critical things that are out here, and if this old structure were to move or collapse, it would really be a nightmare for both us as the contractor and the owner. It really made us bring our top-notch stuff. We spent a lot of time on this, really thinking about all the issues.
What's it like to work next to a neighbor like this?
Well, it just complicates the job a little bit. It really brought up the idea of sequencing to us. Who's doing what? When are they doing it? Who's doing it first? You know, our idea was we wanted to get in and stabilize the Howard Theater with the micropiles and the shoring before this development started progressing down below Howard Theater. They're actually about 15 to 20 feet below the deepest excavation over here at Howard. So to us, it was a matter of really being able to shore up Howard Theater first, and really getting the concrete structure built first before they really start digging next to it.
Did it work out the way you expected?
Well, we're not completely sure, but the Howard Theater hasn't moved. They did hold up their excavation till the Howard Theater was quite a far along way in construction. So I think it worked out okay. Final will still be told. We'll see how it all works out. But it looks like for now, Howard Theater's not going anywhere.
How long before we'll know?
Well, when they get their structure up to the same grade as here and there's no movements, then we'll be satisfied that everything was done successfully.
So as long as there's no cracks on opening day, you guys are cleared.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, everybody's cleared. No cracking. That'd be a good thing.
Seeing this all come together must really be satisfying.
Yeah, it really is. You know, we were in the bottom of this hole 8 months ago, wondering when we'd get out. But really all came together. It's really good to see other trades getting in here and finishing off the job. You don't really get to see our work anymore. It's starting to get covered up. But without a foundation, none of this would have been possible. You know, with the wet soils down at subgrade, we had to go to a micropile system, which really ended up being the most cost-effective and time-saving approach for this job. Is get the existing Howard Theater on some deep foundations so you can pretty much do whatever else you need to do, and then start building up the concrete structure.
We have Mr. Simone Romano, and you're from where?
4 Points.
4 Points. Where is that?
That's it's the developer who's handling this project called Progression Place.
And
The
so
one next to the Howard Theater. So here to the right is Progression Place, which is a multi-use project consisting of an 8-story office building plus a 9-story residential tower, plus all of the bottom floors around the ground floor in the street are going to be for retail.
And I just wanted to ask you about the complexity, because you have a project, a bigger project right next to you, sort of your neighbor, if you will. How did that affect the way in which the foundation was handled, and did you feel comfortable in the long run that it was going to work out?
Absolutely. We had a great team, a lot of smart people around the table, and we had to roll up our sleeves and really figure out the best way to preserve the Howard Theater, preserve the structure, and at the same time not slow up the project next door. And it worked well. We really got a win-win situation.
It's been a while since the ribbon cutting, or actually sort of the groundbreaking on this.
Right.
We will have a ribbon cutting, I understand.
That'll be coming in April.
Okay, we expect that there's going to be good food, okay?
Absolutely.
How do you feel about the progress being made so far? I know you got a schedule to keep, and it sounds like you're on it so far.
We are on schedule. Grand opening will be April 12th. We'll have the ribbon cutting on April 10th. We'll unveil the new statue of Duke Ellington over at Ellington Plaza. We'll unveil the statue above, and we'll have a public walkthrough for everyone to come and see that we celebrate the Howard Theater. This project's been amazing. The crews have been working hard, and we'll be ready for some good food and entertainment on April 12th. All the stars will be in D.C. to bring back the Howard Theater.